a true digital single market with a future-oriented regulatory framework that creates level playing field. Operators need scales and agility to adapt to this technological revolution and amortize also the massive investment required. Currently, our regulatory framework is too fragmented. There are still too many regulatory obstacles to the creation of a true single telecommunication market. Spectrum acquisition, consolidation reporting, security, and so on and so on. We are not making the most of our single market of 450 million potential customers. We need a true digital single market to facilitate the emergence of pan-European operators with the same scale and business opportunities as their counterpart in other continents. And we need a true level playing field because in a technology space where telecoms and cloud infrastructures are converging, there is no justification for them not to play by the same rules. So how do we plan to address this? We are setting a clear timeline to phase out copper networks by 2030, when fiber should reach all European households in line with our Digital Decade's objective, to ensure a timely and genuinely inclusive digital transformation. We also need to adapt our regulation to the new fiber optic environment, building on the Gigabit Infrastructure Act and the Gigabit recommendation. We want to reduce the administrative burden, and we all know what it means. And again, shifting away from strict ex-ante control of the market towards a more flexible tool, a safety net, which will allow to act in specific cases if market openness is at risk. A level playing field entails similar rights and obligations for all actors and end users of digital networks. This means first and foremost, establishing the country of origin principle for telecom infrastructure services, as it is already the case for the cloud, to reduce compliance costs and investment requirements for pan-European operators. And thanks to this principle, core network operators will be able to offer their services seamlessly across the whole single market, take advantage of course, economies of scale, reach critical size, and ultimately attract more investment and deploy new technologies faster. And thanks to this principle, we will finally create a true digital single market and a compelling business case for operators to engage in cross-border consolidation. It also means demystifying the question of the optimal number of operators, because no, there is no magic number in this field. Given the convergence of different technologies and services towards the computing continuum, we cannot have a narrow look at markets and their players. Finally, we should give spectrum policy a true European dimension and push for more timely and affordable auctions. Because in the technology race towards 6G, we cannot afford further delay in spectrum licensing process with huge disparities, I should say, in timeline of auctions and infrastructures between member states. We cannot afford the same outcome as for 5G, where after 8 years, the process is not completed yet. It is time to Europeanize the allocation of spectrum usage licenses, at least for satellites. This is not about collecting at EU level money for spectrum auctions, which in any event should not be used as cash cow to replenish public finance. It is about ensuring that all Europeans can benefit of the most advanced technology in a timely manner. And that is why, as an alternative mechanism, we propose that spectrum auctions maintained at national levels are designed not to reward the highest bidder, but the operator which commits to invest more and faster in a network rollout. European citizens and businesses must always remain at the center of our ambition. But we must balance the focus on the end consumer with the need of a competitive and modern economy. Third and last pillar, protecting our digital network infrastructure to make it resilient and secure. Of course, in the current geopolitical context, we need to enhance the EU's economic security in communication technologies and tackle the physical security and cybersecurity of our infrastructure, as well as the data transmitted through it. With the new and powerful quantum computer of the horizon, we also see new threats to the security of our digital communications networks and also critical infrastructures. Of course, while these quantum computers are not yet capable of breaking our current encryption method, we can expect that they will be soon. To safeguard application from the risk of potential attack, we need to develop strategies to transition to a quantum-safe digital infrastructure. The first step in this direction is developing European post-quantum encryption standards, and then deploy them across the whole Europe. We will soon present a recommendation to that effect. At the same time, submarine cables are also, of course, critical infrastructures, responsible for carrying over 99% of intercontinental data traffic, and of course, crucial intra-European data flows. Any incident disrupting their functioning, being the reason of a natural disaster or an act of sabotage or espionage, can affect a vital security interest and undermine the resilience of our economy. And given the urgency of securing submarine cables, last week we issued a recommendation to member states to ensure a coordinated mapping of our cable resources and to establish a cable security toolbox setting out specific mitigating measures to reduce risk, vulnerabilities, and dependencies, in particular on high-risk suppliers, which is an instrument, by the way, that we already put in place with our 5G toolbox. These mitigating measures include developing a list of European cable projects of interest to fill strategic gaps and establish new connections that would increase resilience and minimize risk. This project should be carried out swiftly, benefiting from prioritized public funding, not only, by the way, for CapEx, but also for OpEx, but also fast-track permitting procedures. So, we are currently engaged in a global technology race, and in this sprint for resilience and competitiveness, Europe cannot and will not be left behind. Since the beginning of the Commission's mandate, we have been encouraging innovation and technological innovation and leadership in AI, data, cloud, quantum computing, metaverse, and so on. Time has now come to investing in cutting-edge digital networks. With vision, determination, and of course cooperation, I believe that a Digital Network Act is within reach to everyone's benefit. Of course, telecom operators will have the scale and framework and the new regulations they need to invest at pan-European level. Digital service providers that want to be part of the solutions will have new opportunities to bring cutting-edge services to their customers. Member states that are able to see the bigger pictures beyond preserving traditional prerogatives such as spectrum allocation will benefit from growth, innovation, security, of course, and job creation. And last but not least, connected industries that embrace the change and support investment with their demand will benefit from a new market, greater productivity, and more efficient business operation. I am very confident that I can count on all you all to make this happen. Thank you very much.